QQQ is an Australian television station broadcasting in remote eastern, southern and central areas of Australia, owned by Southern Cross Austereo, and the Austereo Group. The station is available via satellite and terrestrial platforms mostly through community retransmission sites, although it also transmits into the town of Mount Isa, Queensland under the call sign ITQ. The station is primarily affiliated with the 7 network, while carrying a limited amount of sport programming from Network 10. History: in December 1998, the ITQ and QQQ signals are then known as Queensland Satellite Television, or QSTV, and owned by Telecasters Australia Limited were officially aggregated with that of Impuja Television into a remote eastern and central Australia licence area. Previously, QSTV serviced remote Queensland and New South Wales, while Impuja serviced the Northern Territory, and remote South Australia and Victoria, plus far western New South Wales. As part of the aggregation, the Australian Broadcasting Authority further extended the combined licence area to cover more remote areas of New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania, who were not fully served by regularly licensed terrestrial television services. On February 1, 1999, QSTV changed its affiliation from predominantly Network 10, in line with Telecasters stations in regional Queensland, to the 7 network, becoming 7 Central. This closely followed the introduction of a 7 network affiliated service, 7 Darwin, to Darwin in 1998. Telecasters Australia was purchased by Southern Cross Broadcasting in July 2001, and its official name was eventually changed to Southern Cross Central. However, unlike other Southern Cross-owned stations including TND, which at the time was a dual 710 affiliate under the Southern Cross Television brand, QQQITQ simply carried the 7 network branding unchanged, leading some people to continue to refer it as 7 Central. The station carried a simple SCTV text watermark in lieu of independent branding, denoting the origin of the signal. On May 19, 2010, the Australian Communications and Media Authority approved a licence for Central Digital Television, a third digital-only network to be jointly owned by Impuja Television and Southern Cross Austereo. The network launched on June 30, 2010 on the Viewer Access satellite television service. The same day, Southern Cross Central began broadcasting SCTV Central, SCTV Central HD and 7/2 Central to coincide with the first analogue television transmitter switch-off in Mildura, Victoria. This was so viewers in the area who lost adequate television coverage were able to utilise VAST as an alternative source. VAST officially launched on December 10, 2010, and began granting access to viewers in the remote Central and Eastern Australia licence areas. This brought digital television to satellite viewers in the Northern Territory, Queensland and South Australia for the first time. Digital terrestrial transmissions began in Alice Springs, Northern Territory and Mount Isa, Queensland on May 2, 2011, with other areas launching between 2012 and 2013. Optus Aurora, the satellite service preceding VAST, was closed down on December 10, 2013. Southern Cross News Update. Local news was reintroduced to the station in 2005 in the form of 3-minute updates at various times of the day. The updates are produced by Southern Cross News. Availability terrestrial Southern Cross Central broadcasts free-to-air digital television channels SCTV Central, 7 Mate Central and 7/2 Central via terrestrial transmissions in many regional cities and towns. The network is licensed to broadcast within the remote Central and Eastern Australia TV2 and Mount Isa TV1 licence areas, which include Alice Springs, Book, Ceduna, Charleville, Coobapedy, Cooktown, Katherine, Long Reach, Mount Isa, Roma and Weipa, as well as others. Satellite A digital satellite transmission of Southern Cross Central's channels is available free to view on the VAST service in all states and territories of Australia, except Western Australia. 7 Mate Central is broadcast as a single high-definition channel to all viewers, while SCTV Central and 7/2 Central are each split into 2 separate standard definition channels. SCTV Central North and 7/2 Central North are broadcast in Australian Eastern Standard Time for viewers in Northern Territory and Queensland, and SCTV Central South and 7/2 Central South in Australian Eastern Summer Time for viewers in New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Tasmania and Norfolk Island. Southern Cross Central is also available in Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea through the Hi-Tron subscription television service. See also, Southern Cross Television. References